Hey guys, we were recently in Mijas Pueblo and made our own chocolates. So just wanted to share our experience because that was truly one of the most fun things that we've done in Mijas Pueblo and it's really unique. So just before I keep going, if you don't have time to see the whole video, I'll just drop a link in description here where you can book your own chocolate making class, and by using the link you actually get 3% discount. So first I just want to introduce Mayan Monkey Mijas because there's a reason why I've always been especially interested in them. First of all, well, they make amazing hot chocolate. I can't even count the evenings in winter where I've been sipping on hot chocolate from their homemade chocolates. It's truly amazing. If you go in winter, I can't recommend it enough. And in summer, well, their ice creams are made of the same homemade chocolate, so it's I don't have to say anymore. But it's also the first chocolate factory in Spain that has been recognized by the NGO Slave-Free Chocolate. Let that sink. I also love that they're making more and more vegan chocolates. So our visit started by tasting different chocolates. At the same time, we learned a lot about chocolate making history. We learned about how the Mayas were the first to actually make chocolate in the world. And we also learned about cacao, and we learned about the monkeys that eat that sweet white pulp inside the cacao pod. They drop the cacao seeds on the ground because they're really bitter. And that is what we actually make chocolates from. And what I didn't know was that apparently the Spanish were the first ones to add sugar in chocolate and make it the way we know it today. But I'm not here to spoil the entire experience for you, so if you want to go yourself, it's okay that maybe there is something new to learn when you go. So after we learned about the history and all that, we also learned about the chocolate making process, and they had some machines in the factory there that we learned how were used and how they made it with it, including an old printer that I purchased a few years back. This is the printer that prints out all the chocolate boxes. So after we had learned all the history and all the background information, we got to color our own chocolate boxes, which was super cool. I didn't get to color as much as I would like to because, or either of us, I think, because we kept spamming. Poor Marta, the sweet, lovely woman that had to hold on. To keep out with us for at least an hour. We asked her so many questions. So between coloring and questions, it became like half-colored chocolate boxes. So, but she was so sweet and knowledgeable. And not to mention patient. And finally, it was time to make our own chocolate. So we went into the factory. And there were 3 different running chocolates. It was dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. And the dark chocolate was actually vegan, so it wasn't very hard for us to choose which one to pick. So we got these little chocolate forms, like for chocolate bars, and we filled them up with runny chocolate, which was a little bit messy, but we managed to get through it. And then we went back on the table. It was set up for us with different toppings, like a lot of different toppings. I chose like raisin, different kinds of nuts, and also coconut, which I'm super excited to taste. Mohammed went crazy for the pistachio nuts, so I had to put some on too. And yeah, you can basically choose whatever you like from the different toppings they have. They have different dry fruits and stuff as well. The only challenge there was that we had to be super fast because the chocolate melted. No, it didn't melt. It hardened really fast. So to be able to like put the stuff so it kind of got inside the chocolate a little bit, it had to be done a bit faster than what I managed to do. But by pressing it a little bit in there, I think it's okay. And finally, when we finished, we got our own chocolatier diplomas. So now we have something new to add to our CVs. And finally, the chocolates needed to rest a bit in the fridge that I have there. So that gave us plenty of time to sit in a cafe and have a coffee. But if you want to see Mijas Pueblo and spend a few hours going around the village, you can come back later to pick it up too, so that's not a problem. We had so much fun in this chocolate making class. Like, it was a really, really cool activity, and I highly recommend it. If you visit Mijas Pueblo, or if you are in any of the towns nearby in Costa del Sol, like Fuengirola, or even in Malaga, it's a really nice trip up there to do something unique and different. They have quite a lot of different kinds of chocolate making classes. So, like, we made the chocolate bars. You can also make bonbons, or they have like these couples classes where you can make like romantic chocolates and learn about chocolate's history in love and all of these things. And it's also a lot of there are a lot of family activities too that they can create for you. So. It's really, really recommended, and it works basically for anyone who loves chocolate and who loves to have a little bit of fun. As I mentioned in the beginning, you can book your own chocolate making class through my link in the description. Then you get 3% discount, so I highly recommend doing that if you plan to go. So before I go now, I'm gonna try our chocolates. That was so good. I might have to go up there and make more chocolate, actually, because this won't survive for long. See you in the next vlog. Bye.